I'm going to call to order. Today is May 16th, 2019, fiscal year 20 operating budget hearings with the Budget and Finance Committee and Metro Council. Before us, we have in full motion. I'm going to turn it over to you, Ms. Fitzgerald, if you want to do the introductions, and then you can tell the committee your mission and give us an update as to where you are as it relates to your appropriation from last year, your percent of your budget that comes from Metro, and anything that you want the Budget and Finance Committee and Metro Council to hear. The floor is yours.
Thank you.
You're going to use the microphone.
Thank you very much.
And you're not going to look back at me.
I'm not.
Yes.
I'm Cynthia Fitzgerald. I'm the Executive Director for In Full Motion. In Full Motion is a nonprofit 501c organization, and our mission and what we do for the Davidson County community is to provide the early intervention for our young people to get college ready. And we serve the high crime areas of Nashville, and we serve most of our children. Over 75% are attending low-performing schools. We, on the other hand, are after school. We're Saturday school, and we do summer camps. Our focus is ACT, improving the college readiness through the test that is now provided from grades 3rd grade to 12th grade. We in Full Motion saw a need in our communities that we serve. We're now at 7 schools and work on Saturdays at 2 high schools. Our schools are McKissick, Haynes, Jerry Baxter, Jolton, Two Rivers, DuPont Halley, and one charter school, Knowledge Academy. We currently are working to improve our access by taking it to the community, taking college-ready after-school programs to our community centers, where our budget right now, there's a big percentage of it that's going to school buses. We actually have to fund the school buses that increase in price from $105 to $175 a day. So those schools we just named, most of our kids have to have bus transportation. So with that said, our mission is the early intervention. Our early intervention provides on the school site, on those locations, that ACT prep at an early age, so that now we will improve our Davidson County ACT scores, and we've already seen that improvement already. We've been doing our job in the community for now 15 years. We're pleased to still be standing as a nonprofit, and the percentage of our budget that's coming from Metro government is 33% of our budget. Last year and the year before, thank you, Council, thank you, Metro Nashville, for allowing us to have a catalyst of money coming from this city to grow our budget to now be able to serve again at 7 schools, after school, Saturdays, and summer camps. I'd like to introduce another asset that was afforded by your generosity. We're able to hire a middle school director who serves as a staff position full-time to basically supervise our teachers in the after-school program and also our support staff. We hire 20 teachers in our after-school program, and we're excited because we want to supplement that income as much as possible. I'm going to turn it over to my middle school director, just introduce herself, tell you about what she does. She is awesome. She'll tell you a little bit about where she came from and what she's doing now, and then we can open the floor for questions if I didn't cover everything I needed to.
Good evening. Thank you so much, Chairwoman Vercher and members of the Budget Committee. I'm Yolanda Moore. I'm a especially proud native of the great state of Louisiana, specifically the city of Shreveport. I bring you greetings as an HBCU graduate of Fisk University and recently obtained my master's from Belmont University and will obtain my doctorate from Vanderbilt University. So my passion is in education. I am a K-8 certified educator. I got my certification in the state of Georgia, where I taught students in grades pre-K through 5th. And I got into education because of my son. I'm the proud mom of 2 now tween teenagers, so you know that's a fun time. But in middle school, what I have found is that they are indeed the forgotten generation, and they have forgotten in terms of our education and think of that self-identity. They're still longing for that identity. And so with In Full Motion, my responsibilities are is that I oversee and write curriculum for our after-school programs. We're proud to be the only after-school program that has an academic focus. That is our core. That's how we drive everything that we do. And it is ACT at its nucleus. We do strongly believe in that early intervention. I came to In Full Motion as a volunteer. I was not employed at the time, and so my children were participants in Full Motion, and I saw the passion by In Full Motion, and I want to be a part of it to escalate and take it to that next level and give it to every single student. I'm a firm believer that if mine can have it, I believe that every student should have access to it, and I have seen it. My own two, 7th and 6th grader respectively, have taken the ACT and have a 14 on the ACT, and that's an excellent starting point. We are firm believers that early intervention really does prepare our students for that next level, setting them up for a solid foundation. And so great partnership, and thank you so much, Metro Council, for all that you have done and continue to do for our organization.
When we talk about our budget, we're excited to say that we have included, in addition to the academic piece, enrichment. And we also hire support staff in the metro schools as well, but we're also in churches in our community. We're also in community centers. And this proposal today adds another component for access to low-income and at-risk students to get into understanding the road to career and college access. So we've started programs at Hartman Park Community Center, as well as Smith Springs Community Center will be starting in June. So we're excited to have access where our budget was highly driven by school buses as one of our expenses, because even though the kids live in the low-income communities, they're bused to another location, so we end up not being a part of that family engagement piece. And so now in the community centers, in the churches, and in the schools that have the lowest performances, we now are able to serve more kids with a partnership with Metro Parks and Recreation, as well as Metro Nashville Public Schools.
Any council members seeking recognition? Okay, Councilman Pulley.
Yes, thank you very much for that presentation, Ms. Fitzgerald. We are all, I think everyone is familiar with your program and all the great work that it does. I'm having a little trouble. Do we have anything in our budget book about this, and where is it located? Madam Chair, I guess I'll refer that to you.
It should be in the back.
All right.
I don't have my book with me.
Okay.
They are direct appropriation.
Okay. All right. And what are you asking for in this year's budget?
We are asked for $350,000, which is an increase of $100,000, which came with the increase in bus transportation, going from $105 for school buses to $175 a day. In addition to that, putting an academic component in the community centers, as well as continuing to have that out-of-school time with the kids that is very critical to their continuing to develop toward a better future.
So you're asking for, did you say 350,000?
350,000.
Because it looks like we've got 250 in our budget book here, so you're asking.
That's from the mayor's recommended budget on JL 16.
Okay, so you're asking for $100,000 over and above what the mayor recommended? Okay.
Yes, due to the increase in the cost.
And what is your full budget number? What does it cost per year to run your operation?
Last year, it cost us $733, and we anticipate, and we
$733,000.
I'm sorry, $733,000. Okay. And when we first came here to ask the Metro Council for funding, our budget was substantially less. And what we've been able to do with this catalyst money is grow to serve more students in more places. So with the addition of Metro Parks and Recreation, and the additional money that will put teachers, certified teachers, in those sites. That was the reason for our increase in the asking over and above the mayor's.
And how do you make up the difference between what Metro funds and the rest of your budget? Where do you get that revenue?
We're excited that we have corporate and individual dollars. In addition to that, we have just been accepted as a 21st Century Community Learning Site, which provides state funding for us in an amount of $137,000. And then we match the money we get here from the Metro Council with those corporate and individual donor dollars, as we are a 501c3 organization.
Okay. And one last question. Can you give us a breakdown of how that money is spent and where it goes?
33% of our budget is for administrative costs. Those administrative costs are site directors at each school location, which in some cases are mostly our Metro teachers who stay after school, do our Saturday classes, and in addition to that, do our summer camps. In addition to that, we're a NASA-funded our organization. So NASA funds us originally with 15 slots. We're growing the NASA participation now to 65 students. But when we open our doors and there's 200 to 300 students trying to get in our program, we also added a component of a charge of $10 per month. And that charge doesn't eliminate us the access to the low-income children, but also it gives us a chance to fund about $20,000 in our budget.
Okay. And did you say that was 33% was administrative? Is that what you said?
And that, yes, and that includes site directors.
Site directors.
Site directors, salary for the CEO, and salary for the middle school director. Okay. So that's 20, that is, got that dollar amount here. $246,000.
Okay. I have nothing further. Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilman Pulley. Councilwoman Henderson.
Thank you, Chair Vercher. My questions are similar to Councilman Pulley. So the 100K, or rather 100,000 in additional requests, you mentioned the bus cost, that it used to be $105
per day.
Per day.
We do 28 weeks of training, and it went to $175 a day. So roughly about $25,000.
Okay, so that was overall an increase to you of $25,000. And then what did you say the remaining 75K was?
It would go to going to the Metro Parks and Recreation locations where the kids would not have to be on a bus. They would actually go to the community center in their neighborhoods. So now we're adding a parent engagement piece. Plus now we have a focus and a presence in the communities, as opposed to we are at the bus school locations and have to provide that busing transportation cost.
So the extra $75,000, you say it goes to parks, but to what specifically?
Oh, it would go to us adding a teacher, doing the ACT, Aspire, and ACT Prep for the college readiness that's not a part of the community centers right now.
You're adding that teacher and paying that teacher $75,000, or?
Our teachers, each teacher, we use the Davidson County rate of $30 per hour per teacher, which we don't get a lot of leeway according to the rules that we've been abiding by, that we have to be in the rate of teachers' pay in the area. And so we're now at $30 an hour for our teachers to place a teacher in the community centers. We already started at Hartman Park and Smith Springs, but there's 28 parks and locations. So we anticipate building this to 5 locations during this upcoming fiscal year.
Okay, and so the cost for all your teachers combined is how much in teacher salary?
teachers' pay. 20 teachers is $197,000. And the additional costs for the software, ACT Aspire, the ACT test adds another ACT registration fees of $40,000. But again, this would go primarily back to the schools and back to the communities to make those young people more able to get college ready, which right now we like to say that our ACT scores for in full motion students for the last 5 years of the senior classes has risen from when we first came in, where we were looking at a 19, to now average seniors who are obtaining college scholarships is at a 24.
Okay, average for seniors, meaning, I guess one question I have, and I hear community members ask, why are sixth graders taking the ACT? Like,
Okay.
I mean, I get that you want kids to be kind of familiar with test taking and not perceive it to be something onerous or daunting, and so it's a little bit of an exposure, but, you know, 6th, 7th, 8th, I mean, I have a junior high school daughter, and I think, you know, kind of her exposure to that maybe started in 9th grade, right? They had them taking like the PSAT and doing that and so forth. So I guess my question comes in, you know, I mean, that's a lot of ACT registration fees. I get that that is your end focus as people transition to college readiness. But at that early stage, can you speak to why that is part of your model or why you do that?
Well, we've been in the business for 15 years of college readiness. And we were starting out, and Pastor and some of the folks still here with us, we started out dealing with the inner city kid in the 11th and 12th grade. At that point, we start researching, and the studies of ACT and SAT show the tests are actually an 8th grade test written on a college format. The farther you get away from middle school, the harder it is for the low-income students who don't have access to supplemental resources that their parents can afford. We are that supplemental resource. You can take the ACT 12 times. So if our kids are not getting the supplemental resources that some with other means and higher income, we have to start them with the college focus. And ACT Aspire starts at 3rd grade. And that's when we saw that our focus at 12th grade, where the kids were scoring at 14s, and still to this day, those inner city schools are struggling with a 16 when 21 and 22 is the college readiness scores.
Okay, I appreciate that. And then, so the salaries for teachers at $197,000, is that included in the $246,000 administrative number that you shared with us, or that's a programming cost, right, to your teachers?
That is a programming cost.
Okay.
So we have
So-
15-to-1 ratio at our after-school site.
Who is included in the administrative number, and what is your CEO's salary? And
Okay. We have a middle school director at $46,000. We have a CEO at $90,000. And all the other costs are teacher, materials, transportation, and we provide meals where we're not a site that has more than 30 children. And we are in partnership with Nashville Public Schools to provide meals where we can get the numbers of kids to qualify for the entire school. But we also include, again, the site directors, which in some cases where we have upwards of 75 kids in the after-school program at one school, you have to have a site director as well as the teachers in the math, science, reading, and English, and therefore
Understood.
together.
So in your administrative, I mean, just as far as kind of best practice reporting for nonprofits, in that administrative number, I mean, typically what will be done is you'll split out like your managerial administrative, donors want to see how much of this is going into programming and salaries and all that kind of stuff. It sounds like you have some stuff maybe in that administrative top number that typically wouldn't be in
Yes, ma'am.
kind of best practice nonprofit reporting. So if you, so you have the $90,000 CEO salary. I mean, 90 plus 46,000. I'm just wondering how you get to 246.
It is the assistants. We have teacher assistants at each site. So we have a 15-to-1 ratio. So we have.
And I appreciate that. I'm just looking for that kind of top level managerial, yourself, your husband, the CEO. Like, what is that number combined? Is that only 90,000?
Okay, I am the CEO, and my salary is $90,000. Our middle school director, her salary is $46,000, and then the site directors at the 7 schools are administrative, and then our teachers then come under. I think we're in another category of.
And then the site directors are how much?
The site directors are $30 an hour.
Okay, they're also at $30 an hour. So up at the top, just as far as administrative salaries, you only have, it's only $136,000.
Yes, ma'am. Truly, that's administrative.
Okay.
So every other item, and I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Is a program expense.
Okay. And then are you all online with GuideStar or?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
part of the community, Middle Tennessee Community Foundation. Okay. We're on GuideStar, and we're pretty pleased that we have gone through the Metro process of monitoring. And of course, this year we were real proud to report that we had no findings.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Henderson. I was about to say any other council member seeking recognition, being that it's only 3 of us. Thank you, Ms. Fitzgerald, and everything that you do on behalf of In Full Motion. This concludes your budget hearing. If we can have the Community Oversight Board come down. Thank you so much, Ms. Fitzgerald.
Thank you. Thank you.